Hi there, it's Shell and Clint.
Hello everyone.
So today we are going to continue with these napkins, and these napkins I used on fusible web. So I thought I would kind of explore that a little bit and just see what else I can do. So I pulled out some fabric, and nothing perfect or anything, but I was thinking, if you can pull it off and use it like that, what if we did like a fabric flip or something? So
that wasn't my good fabric.
It may have been, sorry.
Oh well, I guess that's life.
Yeah, you know how it is. So Clint just got home. It's 5 o'clock, and he's been home a little bit, but not very long, and had a long day. I had one of my migraines, so I stayed home, but did a few videos for later in the weekend. So I'm thinking I really like this kind of green around this one rose, and again it has that fusible web in it, and I thought if I kind of did like some sort of fussy cutting that it might look pretty cool. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. Nothing spectacular, because I want to see like how much of the background and stuff will fade into the fabric if it works. So, and again, I will have this linked below, my the fusible web. And somebody had mentioned like fusible interfacing or something. I think this is kind of the same thing. So, but I wasn't sure, the napkins that we use are so fragile, or they feel fragile anyways, but they came off really nicely on this fusible web. And I looked, when I was looking up the link for yesterday's video, then you get like 5 yards for like minimal money. So it wasn't like really, it was like $7 or something for 12 or 16 by 5 yards. So for like $7, $7 or $8, and I thought that was really a good price. If it works, especially for napkins, because I have used fabric and stuff in the past, and I just thought it would be kind of fun just to give it a try. So I'm loving how this turned out. So one thing I want to do, oh you guys, I tell you, yesterday I was messing with this paper and it wasn't working, and it didn't even occur to me at the time to put it underneath my what is it, saran wrap stuff. So it didn't even occur to me to stick it underneath, which would have been helpful at the time, but that's okay. So I'm gonna remember it for today. I thought about it later and I was like, really, Michelle? But I'm gonna go ahead and put that here just because I'm gonna have a little bit of overlay, and I don't want it on Clint's ironing mat. So again, this is just a napkin that I put on fusible web, and I'm gonna pull it off. So this series we're kind of experimenting on all the things we can use napkins for in our junk journals. So if you're pretty careful, especially because it's fusible, it has a good strength to it, and then it just pulls off, and it kind of puts, like, if you're not familiar with it, kind of like a glue iron on top thing on the back. And I'm going to transfer this napkin onto this fabric. So, and I just wanted to see how it would work as far as, you know, like the background, does it blend in, things like that. But it's so funny, my friend Marilyn was talking to me this morning and she says, Michelle, have you thought about putting that on fabric? I told her, actually, that's my next video. But look at that. So, I mean, you know, you can discover all kinds of things. And wouldn't that be fun to go in your journal as like a fabric flip? If you guys don't know, what you do is you attach the top and then you flip it up, you write your secret message or whatever underneath, and then there's your fabric flip. But it seems to have done really well. But yeah, she said, great minds think alike, and I told her, yeah, and so do ours. My sister always says that. When I say great minds think alike.
Well, it looks like it worked pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like it worked really well. So, you know, that's another way, which is really fun because, you know, my friend Lisa is the one who said, can you show us, you know, things that we can use napkins for? And there's another.
How does it feel?
It actually doesn't feel bad. You want to feel it? It's kind of like a thick cotton or something. It's not bad at all. The background didn't, you know, go in that well. You can kind of still see your
the green.
Yeah, your green or your I was kind of hoping the background would fade. So you really do need to kind of cut it.
Choose your background.
Yeah, Fussy cut it out maybe nicer or something like that. So I'm gonna give this to Clint.
Oh,
so
Lord have mercy.
Throw it away for me.
I'm going to get milk.
Okay. Okay, have fun. And I'm going to go ahead and keep this because it does have, you know, more stuff on the back. But how fun to, you know, kind of figure that out. Now, one thing I was thinking, too, is I was thinking about just using white material. And we recently got some white, so I went ahead and pulled that out. Because I was thinking, you know, if it's a lighter, I wanted to try it with a light material and a dark material, just for my own purposes. So I'm going to put that aside and do some more napkins. So I kind of have these two napkins, and here's my fusible web. And we're going to go ahead and do these napkins up, at least half of them. This one is so pretty, and it really looks junk journal-y to me. So I kind of wanted to use this. But yeah, I had such a headache this morning. It's kind of like a neck ache issue. Woke me up like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I told Clint I could try to go, but I just was not feeling very well. Let me grab some tape so I can take this off easier. You'd think I'd be prepared, but as you guys know, I'm not. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I just grabbed some washi tape, but you guys have probably seen this a million times. But just use a piece of tape. You can use masking tape or Scotch tape or something. I just check it. But this is a Crafty Irina idea, and a lot of us now use it. So, but she was like one of the first people I had seen that did junk journals. And then I picked this one out because there's so much I could fussy cut out of here. So, but I'm kind of excited about this technique because it's just, I've never seen it before, and I thought, you know, that's really nice, and I was really excited. And the way I came up with this is I was looking for butcher paper, I think is what someone called it. And I had this paper, the parchment paper, and it didn't work for what I wanted. And so I thought of this, and I thought, I'm going to try that and just see. And it really works pretty awesome. So, this is just some of the fusible web that I picked up at a yard sale. Around here you can find them at yard sales quite often. And I just, let me kind of see, you know, how I need to cut it or whatever. It's, like I said, it's not that expensive. And I was really thrilled with how it it came together. If you haven't seen where I kind of started playing with the parchment paper, then you can go to see part, was it 4? 3 or 4, I can't remember. The one before this one. Can't remember. I think I'm on part 4. So if you go to part 3.
Oh.
But you can usually find this kind of stuff at Hobby Lobby or Joann's or probably Michael's. Things like that. Or I do have a link below. What's wrong, baby?
Sorry. Lynn responded. She said she bought a wool pressing mat. Remember I was thinking about that?
Yeah, what does she think?
She said, I bought a wool pressing mat and I'm not happy with it at all.
Really?
I would not have bought it, but everyone was saying how nice they are. Maybe it was me.
Huh, that's interesting to know. Clint was suggesting yesterday that he kind of wanted to try a wool pressing mat, so it's kind of interesting to see somebody had a
Yeah, it's Lynn Johnson.
reply to it, because she said she got one and she wasn't happy with it. So Lynn, you'll have to tell us, you know, what you didn't like about it.
Yeah, I'm actually writing her right now.
Oh, okay. Clint's sending you an email right now. Or a message. He was just telling me about it. Okay. So now, I mean, this kind of, it's like it has almost like a parchment or something on the back. And then when you fill this, one side is smooth and one side kind of feels kind of bumpy. The bumpy side is the one that you want to attach to your napkin, because that's where the glue and stuff is. I'm going to put it on my parchment so it doesn't stick to anything. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut this real quick. And go ahead and save your little pieces, because like your leftover napkins, your leftover fabric. Back in the day, I have to tell you, one reason I have so much of this parchment paper, this fabric or fusible web, is because I was in this kick and it was called snippets, and so what they would do is get fabrics and put fusible web, and they would kind of cut it out, and then you would make like a quilted picture just using fabric and fusible web, you know. So I had quite a bit, and I probably still have some from that time, but I do have some fabric that still has it on there, so I may have to think about pulling that out and maybe, you know, maybe messing around with it. Let it cool for just a second so it doesn't burn me. And look how nice that is. How fun.
What'd you do this for?
Look at that napkin. Isn't that
That is
pretty?
beautiful. Well, wouldn't that make a nice book cover?
Oh, wouldn't it though?
But if you did it on fabric, but try to take your nail and see what happens after you get it ironed.
Oh yeah, it's not going to come up, I don't think. Not much anyways. But you could seal it too or something maybe.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a pretty book cover? That's what Clint was saying. Pretty pretty. Okay, let's try this one. Well, let's do this one. We know it works. So, again, I'm just kind of straightening it out. I want to make sure the right piece is down, which is the kind of textured side. There we go. You don't want the melted glue all over your iron.
No.
It does make a mess. And then that's pretty much it. And then it dries, and then you can use that for, how fun. go ahead and do this one just because this is one I had left over from yesterday. And I think that will work pretty well. So let me just kind of cut this. And Clint did pick up a few groceries today, but I forgot to ask him to pick up my, some more of that plastic wrap. So
Oh, yeah.
I do have some other stuff around the house that might work, so I could try that. But I was having so much fun with this one that...
Yeah, I just think the plastic wrap is more pain in the butt than the other.
Yeah, but I think if I did it correctly, it wouldn't be so bad. It was just doing it right.
Yeah, but I mean, are you going to get very much of a different result, though? I mean, that's, I guess, what I don't...
No, I
see
don't
if
think
it's
you'd
worth
really
it.
get
That's what I would
a
think.
different result, but it's probably cheaper, I'm sure. But,
Oh, that's cool.
you know, I don't think it's that much cheaper, but you never know. Okay, so let's kind of play with these. My idea, like I said, was to put some on the white. So let's kind of... Sophia's kind of heading in this direction. I just want to keep an eye on her so she doesn't... This almost feels like jean material. Let's see if it rips. Yeah, that worked. I'm just kind of guessing about what size, you know, I want it to be. Oh, looks like a good size. Sister, no, no. Why don't you go see Daddy?
Sophia Renee.
Sophia, honey, no. What? Oh. The poor sister. Okay. But you have to watch her because you don't want her to get burned. So this might not be the thing for you if you don't like fussy cutting. But, you know, to use up those napkins, and my friend Michelle was saying she loves napkins, and I'm the same way, Michelle. You know, I can't pass up a pretty napkin.
I can.
Clint can.
I can pass up a lot of crap.
Unless it's fabric. Clint really loves fabric.
Fabric or crochet books or something.
Crochet books, things like that. You know, I'm not much of a fabric person as he is, but he loves his fabric. And we'll go to the fabric store or something and I won't have anything and he's like, look what I found.
Yep.
But he loves fabric. His mother has been quilting for a while, and so he kind of just loved the way it looked, and so he just kind of got into that. I do hand quilt. Clint did get me a quilting hoop, and for a really good price a few years ago, and I need to pull it out and finish the quilt that's on there. But look at that, isn't that pretty? So let's keep messing with this. I'm so excited. I know, huh? But, I mean, it's kind of fun to do something else with this, with napkins that I had never, you know, thought about. I just thought, well, I'll just try this. And like I said, the reason this came about is because I didn't have my butcher paper that I really wanted, and I thought, what else can I do? And this came to mind. So that was kind of fun. I definitely think it's easier to do this, you know, on a paper. I think it would be kind of difficult to do it, you know, just the napkin itself as far as fussy cutting. So, you know, you need that stability of your paper. But if you didn't want to, like, waste a bunch of the fusible web, you could might tear it apart or something and just use a little bit of, you know, the fusible web or whatever. Like if I knew I wanted this flower, I could have like torn around the napkin. But this one has so much I could fussy cut out of it. So, you know, to me, I don't feel like it's a waste or anything. I'm so excited. So fun. This has been a really fun series, you know, just like I said, to just kind of figure out what all we can do with napkins, because when you're doing that, you know, your mind kind of works, just focuses on one item, and, you know, I think that that's kind of fun. Like maybe that one, like that. I need one more, at least one more, so maybe like one of these big ones. Or maybe like the lighter one. Let's do a lighter color. But yeah, this is really a lot of fun. But this is kind of what the snippets on fabric were back in the day. And I mean, Clint and I were married, so it's probably been a good 15, 20 years ago that I used to do the snippets on the fabric, and you would kind of do the same thing like this. Maybe I'll put some of that purple in, and just cut out, you know, different pieces, and then do like a collage or something on your page or on your background. So it's kind of the same type of thing. Do what, baby?
Oh, nothing. Looks like this rain is starting to come in.
Oh, we're supposed to get a big rainstorm, and we're so hoping. Last time, my friend Donna said, "Oh, Michelle, it's pouring here," and we got like 3 sprinkles. It was so sad. I went outside to prepare for it, because she's only 10 miles up the road, and so I went outside to prepare, you know, make sure the windows and stuff were rolled up, anything that we needed covered up, and then it just passed us by. It was a big bummer. I'm like, but it's raining up the road. But yeah, I hope we get rain. It's supposed to rain. Isn't it supposed to rain all day tomorrow?
I don't know, but I sure wish it would. We need it. I can hardly even get my brown rod in.
Really, it's getting really dry.
It's more hard.
But look at this. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. I mean, you could have just kind of cut this out and put it on here. But, you know, to have more of a fun, you can kind of layer it, you know, do whatever you want to. That's kind of fun. I'm really enjoying this. Can you guys tell? And then, if I wanted to, I could take like one of these little bluebirds, which might not go very well, but you know, something like that would be pretty. Not for that, but what else do oh, I also have this one here, but that's not for that either, but you know, maybe some greenery or something there. I was telling Marilyn that I used to, my friend was telling her that I was the florist for a while, you know, kind of like a part-time job. And I did a bunch of things. We were talking about all the stuff that we used to do, that we worked and stuff. She's a friend on YouTube, and we were just chatting. Oh, I told her I make roses out of cans, and she was like, oh my gosh. So,
Did you take any pictures?
I didn't take pictures of the roses, but I think it's on tomorrow's video, which would be on Saturday's video. I kind of show a little bit of what I did. And I looked back at that video, and it was 3 years ago. So I've been on Facebook,
Oh,
or
you
on,
have a video of it?
on YouTube. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
For many, moons. I think I've been on YouTube 4 years, almost 4 years.
I think, oh yeah.
750 some videos is what I have. So if you guys want to catch up with us in the early days,
That's when she edited me out.
I edited a lot of stuff back in the day, you know. Like if I coughed or sneezed or something, I edited. Yeah, I did a lot of editing. And that's one reason I don't edit anymore, is because it took hours to edit. I mean, the video, you know, 30 minutes or whatever, but by the time you're done editing and stuff, you've already spent like 4 hours, because a lot of times it would take 2 or 3 hours just to edit. So that's why I am to the point where you get what you get. And you don't get upset.
Nope.
I stole that from a mixed media girl. She was Sarah, and I can't remember who she's with, but she would do mixed media classes and stuff, and a lot of the people would say, you get what you get and you don't get upset.
Yep.
And that's, you know, so true. Let's see, I don't want like that big white space, so I'm going to try to just kind of play and see. Okay, I like that. So let's go ahead and take off the backing. But yeah, that's why I just quit editing, you know. Clint would be really quiet, or he'd, you know, leave the room or whatever, but yeah, I was trying to be more professional. Somebody told me, I think I told you guys, that she said that serious crafters don't like to hear the
Chit chat.
the chit chat. I need to just kind of move on, because serious crafters don't like to hear that. And I'm thinking, I thought I was a serious crafter. It kind of made me laugh, because I was thinking, really? You know, but she's like, good luck to you. I hope you, you know, there's too much. You need to get to the point, because those serious crafters don't like all the chit chat.
Well, I can tell you what she can guess.
Yeah. But I was kind of laughing, because I'm like, really? You know, I mean, what's a serious crafter?
And who is she to say who's a serious crafter and who's
Yeah,
not?
who's the judge and jury of what a serious, you know, serious crafter is? So I'm sure she's not watching my channel anymore. It's a couple of weeks ago, and I was just thinking, really? You know, so I'm a serious crafter. I feel like I am anyways. You know, I mean, it's not like I just joke around and stuff. I make stuff, I sell stuff, you know, I just don't edit anymore.
Well, she just doesn't know her head from her foot.
Well, and I did look her up, and she doesn't make videos or anything, so I'm like, you know, whatever. Whatever. But it just, yeah, I was laughing. I was telling Clint, listen to this. You guys know how that goes over. I think I want that like there. That's kind of pretty. And if you're the one who happened to make these napkins, thank you. I've had one lady who actually said, I designed those napkins. So, but I can't remember which napkins they were, but you do a beautiful job if you're the designer. Give credit where credit is due, for sure. And I'm just playing. It's not that I don't love the napkin, it's just I want to play, so. I appreciate all these wonderful talents. Did you see Gayle's friend who got the got that paper for
Yeah, that.
who was it? Was it Red Fern Designs?
I don't remember.
Blue Fern Designs or something? Anyways, her friend made this gorgeous gorgeous scrapbook paper. And here I am thinking, I don't need any more paper, but I might have to go get her set, because, man, that was pretty. I am having the hardest time separating my napkin from this. So it's kind of like a stubborn sticker. Okay, where do I want to try? I'm trying to think of like the thicker areas. Oh, good grief. I got them all but this one. Can't be that hard, right? Do you guys know a trick? I was thinking about maybe a little knife or something. There it goes.
Hi, honey. Do you want to come up? Are you going to talk to me now? Come here. Okay, come here.
There we go. I got it. Is it stuck? Yeah. And you know that you got a good, like iron when you can feel the glue on the napkin. That one was really difficult. Okay.
No, I think that finally forgave me.
Aw, Bit forgave Daddy.
Boy, he's emotional.
For being gone. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of this piece that's kind of up a little bit. Kind of smooth that out. Like this one, it's kind of curling. So I'm just going to use my iron and try to smooth it down with the tip. There we go. Yeah, Bit's pretty emotional. How fun, guys. I love this. And I love when you guys tell me, oh, I learned something new. Because, you know, a lot of us do the same things over and over, and if I show you something you've never seen before, then, you know, I'm proud of myself. I feel like I've done my YouTube job. But like when we turn those envelopes inside out, I really got some really good comments on that, so that was really fun. Because I don't think a lot of people have seen that, and I don't know where it just popped up in Pinterest, so I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, so look at that, how fun! And if I want it the other way, I can turn it however I want it. I'm happy with that. And then you could also tea dye it or something to make it a little bit more junk journal-y. So speaking of which, I want to go ahead and do one of these. I don't know how long I've been on.
Not that long.
35 minutes or so.
Yeah, about that.
So I think I want like a pink piece of material or something to put this on, and I didn't grab that, so let me go see if I can find another nice piece of material, and we'll put this on like a bigger piece of material. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I just kind of looked in some scraps that Clint had in the house, and this looks like either an old sheet or an old pillowcase. So I was thinking that is going to work nicely. And it's kind of yellow, so I think it's really going to be nice. I kind of rip it down first. But this is really a fun little, you know, technique and stuff. I'm really enjoying this.
You're having fun, babe doll.
I'm having some fun. I don't know where my Lily is. She should be staring at me before too long. Because it's almost 6, and she usually starts. She'll be here in a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, I already said her name, didn't I? Oh. But as of the time I am making this video, I'll trim this just a little bit more. I've only had one person talk to me about the giveaway, so I hope you guys are looking. If you haven't checked the giveaway video, then be sure and go over there and check it out. So, I know Tammy Jackson, if you're watching, your name is there, and I can't remember the other person. Mary Hill's the one that lives in Canada, and she's the one who's contacted me. I can't remember the first person. But anyways, yeah, if you haven't went over to determine if you're the winner or not, then be sure and, you know, go over. Because we want you guys to claim your prize.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is just a bunch of stuff I have in the house. As Clint says, a bunch of crap. Okay, let me see. This one I may not have done long enough. It's kind of having an issue coming off. So let's go ahead and just do it a little bit longer.
Well, hi, Prague. You done playing?
But I do have some ideas because I am doing a Coca-Cola
What, honey?
journal, or I will be in the future. And I did notice that I have Coca-Cola napkins, so I think that would be kind of fun. I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull this off first and turn it upside down. I'm trying to do it without ripping it.
Hi, Prague. I love you too. Okay.
And it kind of lets us know if, you know, all napkins are created equal, I guess, too. You know, as far as standing up to this technique. Kinda. No, it's not too bad. I think like on the edges where it's a little bit longer, the strands of the glue are longer, so they're kind of catching. But for the most part, once you kind of get it, I think it'll go nicely. And don't worry if you tear it, because, you know, if you glue it, it should be fine once you iron it. Try to take it a little simpler. There we go. But it's almost like a really thin leather is what it feels like, the napkin, before you attach it. I don't want to get too excited. Oh no, it's ripping. No, it's ripping. Like I said, don't get too upset. Talking to myself now. Okay, there we go. And then I'll just kind of smooth it all out like this. I need to clean my spot. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of check my fabric and try to pick the front and put the front down so that I iron on that. But this would be really fun, like Clint said, for a cover. And then what I would do is put our like bowl making material that we tend to make our bowls out of, or our covers out of. I would put a layer of that and then another fabric on the inside, and then just sew around it, and there's your cover, you know. Do what, love?
It's a definitely to look nice.
Yeah, make it look really nice. It would make it sturdier, and definitely this will probably go in my cover area. That's the first one I have that I haven't used. I was laughing, Gail's making all these covers, and I think she's maybe 5 or 6 or something, and just to have on hand, and I'm thinking, yeah, I haven't, maybe it would be good to have like a back stock of covers. I do think I have one back there somewhere. I still haven't got back there to clean up my craft space, but I'm hoping I'll feel better this weekend and get a bunch done. And get my boxes completed, packed for my giveaway, and get those in the mail. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm just making sure that it's down really, really well. I just don't want, you know, something to come undone or anything. So, and I think, how beautiful is that? You could almost take this and frame it. Wouldn't that be pretty? It's kind of wrinkly. Let's see if we can just kind of straighten it out a little. Not that it really matters. I mean, it's, you know, depends on what kind of look you're looking for. And that doesn't bother me. So, you know, I think the more it's kind of distressed, see the wrinkles? There you go. Let's see right through there. But the more they're kind of distressed, that's fine with me because I love that look. But how fun would that be for a junk journal cover? Isn't that awesome? I definitely think I'm going to have to do a cover, do a journal in here because that is absolutely gorgeous. So anyways, let's see. Do we have more time? I have.
Go ahead and do another one.
Well, I still have this bluebird material. Clint's like, go ahead and do another one. Let's just do another fabric clip maybe. Still have some white. Let's see if I can straighten this one up. I don't know. It just seems crooked to me. And I'm just kind of eyeballing about 4 inches or so. And I really like the white. But what a fun way to use up your napkins, you know. I think I'm just going to cut one down and just pop it on there. You could also do like a fabric tag or something. That would be fun. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love it. Love it. Okay, let's see if we can get this up nicely. But yeah, the edges when they're like that are harder to come up. See, this one doesn't have hardly anything on it. And I'm not having any issues with that. I'm just going to trim off my my fusible web. That's what the fusible web looks like. It's just glue that's kind of like a spider web almost. And it's just, I think that's why it's working so well, because it just, you know, goes together so nicely. Holds it together really nice. So I'm going to flip this over. Flip this here. I do see a little bit of fusible web out of the edge, so I'm just going to put my paper on top of it so I don't get glue on my iron. And there we go. That one was simple. Keep looking at my iron to see if I have anything on it. Isn't that pretty? And then if you had to, you could cut it down. You know, if it's too long or something, you can always just kind of adjust for it. So that's fun. I really love this. Yeah, I'm really thrilled with how this came out. And what if I make this like into a tiny junk journal cover? Let's see, what color do I have? I have a blue. Let's use this blue. It's kind of like a periwinkle or something. And it looks like somebody was making a shirt. Let's see if I can rip off a piece that... But it's okay. I don't mind cutting.
Okay.
I don't mind ripping. So I'm just going to kind of rip around it and see just think it'd be really fun to use some of these napkins for covers. This one is it Michelle Design Works? That's what I think it says anyways. Michelle can be spelled so many ways. I've had my name spelled like Michael and like you never know. If your name's Michelle, you know how many ways they can spell your name. I imagine that's a way with a lot of names, but so my point is I don't know if that's who created these or not, but if it was Michael or Michelle, we appreciate it. I don't know, I'm just jabbering. Okay, so let's start up here maybe so we don't get a bunch of that leftover stuff. There we go. And you could just put it on here and then cut your fabric down later, you know, for fabric flips or whatever you want to do. Just depends on how much time and stuff you want to spend on it. How fun! So let's see how much it like soaks into it. Let's see, I'm going to kind of cover this. Like soaks into the background. The babies. Who's that? No? Cubby's playing with one of those balls that have
Sammy.
Oh, Sammy is. Playing with one of those balls that has the bell in it. Our cats really love toys. They're always playing. Usually that's Sophia. She loves, you know, anything that kind of sounds girly, clinky or jewelry or bobbins or anything like that. I feel like it's kind of sticking. I guess Clint will have to clean that for me.
What is it? Sticking what?
My iron.
Yeah.
Feels like it's sticking.
Probably is.
So there we go. That one could be a journal cover too. And how fun is that? So you guys will have to let me know what you think. We have, this one looks just like a napkin, doesn't it? But look at this one. Isn't this one beautiful? I love it. This was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed watching with us. Me just kind of playing and seeing what I could come up with. And I hope you give this a try. Be sure and come over to Facebook, which is the Rambling Crafters with an S, because I figure anyone who's a crafter, who's a serious crafter, rambles. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up. Click on that bell. We are posting daily, so we're still managing to post daily, which is amazing for us. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.
Bye, everyone.